All right, let's dive into Kingdom Hearts 3. It's got a reputation for having one of the most, well, complicated stories in gaming, right? So today, we're going to untangle all of it. We're going to break this epic saga down piece by piece so you get a super clear path through its amazing narrative. So, have you ever been playing and just thought, wait, what is happening? Who is that again? Trust me, you are not alone. This series has decades of lore, so many characters, so many plot points, it's a lot to keep track of. But hey, that's why we're here. By the time we're done, you're going to have a rock-solid understanding of the whole main story. Promise. Okay, so here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll get into the final clash of light and dark. Then, the search for the 7 Guardians. After that, the return of some long-lost heroes. Then, of course, the Keyblade War itself. And finally, we'll talk about the price of saving everyone.
So let's start with the big one, the final clash of light and darkness. You know, every epic story needs an epic villain, right? And Kingdom Hearts 3 delivers. This entire saga, everything that's happened, it's all building towards this one massive, world-changing showdown. And it's all being orchestrated by one guy, Master Xehanort. So what's this guy's deal? What's his master plan? Well, at its core, Xehanort thinks the universe is broken. He's convinced that people's hearts are just too weak and always create darkness. His solution? It's pretty extreme. He wants to force this legendary battle between 7 heroes of light and 13 agents of darkness. Why? Because he thinks that clash will create the legendary Kai Blade, this ancient, super powerful weapon, and that blade is the one and only key to Kingdom Hearts, the heart of all worlds. With that, he can basically hit a giant cosmic reset button on all of reality.
So you can basically think of it like a cosmic chessboard. On one side, you've got the good guys, the 7 Guardians of Light. They're the heroes trying to get their act together to stop this whole thing. And on the other side, the 13 Seekers of Darkness. These are the pawns Xehanort has gathered. And get this, a lot of them are just different versions of himself from different points in time. The pieces are set and the race is officially on. Okay, so the good guys know what Xehanort is up to, but they've got a huge problem. Their team is all over the place. Some of the most important members are totally missing in action. And to make things worse, our main hero, Sora, just lost a huge chunk of his power. So yeah, the pressure is on. It's time to find those 7 Guardians. So they do what any good team does. They split up. They've got 3 giant missions to pull off at the same time. First, you've got Sora, Donald, and Goofy world-hopping to get back this critical ability called the Power of Waking. At the same time, Riku and King Mickey are diving headfirst into the super dangerous realm of darkness to find Master Aqua. I mean, she's been stuck there for 10 years. And the third mission? They've got to figure out how to bring back Roxas. He's Sora's nobody, basically the physical form left behind when Sora became a Heartless for a bit. Right now, he's just a heart living inside Sora.
So how in the world are they going to pull all this off? Well, they get a lucky break. They find some old data from a guy named Ansem the Wise, and it's a bombshell. It confirms that Sora's heart has basically become a hotel for other lost hearts, specifically Roxas and another key hero, Ventus. This leads them to the Replica program, a way to create artificial bodies that a homeless heart can, move into. And then comes the twist. A former baddie, Vexen, secretly switches sides and starts helping them build the perfect body for Roxas.
All right, now for the part we've all been waiting for, the payoff. All those separate quests, all that hard work, it finally starts to pay off. You can just feel the momentum shift as the lost heroes, one by one, start coming back.
And when it starts happening, it happens fast. It's like a chain reaction. First, Aqua gets rescued after a decade in the dark. The moment she's back, she knows exactly where to go to wake up her friend Ventus from his long sleep. And literally, as that's going down, Vexen's secret project comes through. A perfect replica body is delivered, setting the stage for Roxas to make his big comeback.
And boom, just like that, they're all here. Sora, Riku, Mickey, Aqua, Ventus, plus Leah and Kairi who've been training their butts off. The team is complete. The 7 Guardians of Light are finally together, and there's only one place to go, the Keyblade Graveyard for the final showdown.
And here we go. This is it, the moment the entire series has been building to. Light versus dark, destiny versus choice. It all comes down to this one gigantic, insane battle. The Keyblade War is on.
And it's a disaster.
It goes so wrong. The first clash, total defeat. The Guardians are just completely steamrolled. A literal tsunami of darkness, of heartless, just washes over them and every single one of our heroes falls. The light just goes out.
But Sora just refuses to accept it. This is where that power of waking comes in. But he uses it in a way you're absolutely not supposed to. It's meant for visiting sleeping hearts, but he pushes it to its limit, using it to basically walk through death itself. He goes to this weird in-between world, gathers up the hearts of all his fallen friends, and literally rewrites what just happened, yanking them back from oblivion and giving them all a second shot.
So, second chance, right? Well, Xehanort's ready for them. He creates this huge, crazy labyrinth to split everyone up, forcing them into these really personal, painful one-on-one fights. I mean, look at this. Aqua and Ventus have to fight their best friend Terra, who's been possessed by Xehanort. Every single one of these matchups is designed to be psychologically brutal, pitting friend against friend.
But even in all that chaos, we get one of the most incredible, tear-jerking moments in the entire series. Just as Leia and Xion are about to lose, that replica body shows up, Rox's heart slips right in, and he appears out of nowhere to save his two best friends. The sea salt ice cream trio is finally back together.
The heroes are starting to win their fights, but Xehanort isn't done. He's got an ace up his sleeve. Remember, he needs that one final epic clash to create the Kaiblade. So he does the cruelest thing possible. He grabs Kairi and strikes her down right in front of Sora. He knows Sora's rage and despair will be the perfect catalyst. And it works. The Kaiblade is forged.
Okay, so Xehanort has the Kaiblade, he unlocks Kingdom Hearts, and he and Sora have this final insane battle across dimensions. And the heroes win. They actually win. But as everything calms down, you start to realize victory came at a cost. A big one.
But before he goes, Xehanort explains himself. And it's fascinating because in his own mind, he's not the bad guy. He genuinely believes he's a savior. He thinks he's doing the universe a favor by getting rid of the weakness of hearts. His whole goal was to just wipe the board clean and build a new, perfect world governed by logic and a strong will. His will, of course, with none of the messiness of emotions.
And you know, the craziest part is that Sora doesn't land the final blow. It's not a big flashy finish. Instead, the spirit of his childhood friend Ericus, who'd been hiding in another hero's heart this whole time, comes out, and Ericus just talks to him. He convinces Xehanort to finally let it go. And you see them as young boys again, and they just fade away into the light together. The war ends not with a bang, but with this moment of peace.
So, the war's over. The universe is safe. Happy ending, right? Well, not quite. We have to go back to how they won. Remember how Sora rewrote time? He broke a fundamental rule of the universe to save his friends, and actions like that, they always have consequences.
Yeah, that power of waking was never meant for time travel. Using it to literally bring people back from the dead, that's a massive violation of the natural order, a huge taboo. And now, to save Kairi, whose heart was completely shattered by Xehanort, Sora has to do it one last time. And the price for messing with reality like that is the ultimate one, his own existence. He's going to be erased from their world.
And that's exactly what happens. He does it. He saves Kairi. We see this beautiful final scene where everyone is back on Destiny Islands, they're all happy, they're celebrating. Sora and Kairi are finally sitting together watching the sunset, and then he just starts to fade away. He's gone. A single tear rolls down Kairi's face. He traded his existence for theirs.
And that's the classic, bittersweet Kingdom Hearts ending for you. The big war is over, yes, the good guys won. But the hero at the center of it all, the kid who connected everyone, he's gone. So the story doesn't really end with a party. It ends with the start of a brand new journey, the search for their lost friend. And it leaves all of us asking that one final massive question. Where did Sora go?